Hello, Merry Christmas. This is the Christmas edition to Celebrity News. And let's have a look at what's happened recently in the news, and then we'll do a summary of the whole year. Okay, so David Walliams, you know I love David Walliams. Oh, yeah. Anyway, David Walliams is embroiled in a row on a lavish flight with a passenger. Did they hear him like overhear a conversation maybe that was amongst friends? Was he just sort of saying, "Oh, I think that flight attendant, she walks in this plane like she thinks all the men want to shag her"? Did he say that? Or, oh no, it's a passenger, wasn't it? It's a passenger. He probably thinks that about all flight attendants anyway, even if they're married or got a boyfriend. Yeah. So yeah, they probably think that about me because I'm dressed up in a sort of Christmassy dress. No, David, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong sometimes. And yeah, it was a passenger who tried to take a photograph of him. Now, if you're that famous, people are going to want to take your photo, right? There's no escape from it. Fame is a double-edged sword. Fame is a blessing and a curse. So you don't get to go first class and stay in absolutely beautiful accommodation whilst people like me have a proper holiday every 9 years, and we have to eat rubbish food. You get to eat the best food ever. You get to live this luxurious, amazing life, right? So there's a price to pay for everything. It's all yin and yang. So if a passenger wants to take your photograph, you let that happen because that's your price that you pay. Anyway, that's what I've got to say to that. Right, so Harry and Meghan, I haven't seen it yet. Or Harry and Meghan Netflix, I haven't seen it. But I'd like to know, they said they lied to protect my brother. I mean, this is great publicity, isn't it? 'Cause everyone's going to want to be watching that now, aren't they? They lied to protect my brother. What did they lie about? We still haven't found out what they lied about. On a lighter note, Ozzy Osbourne and Noddy Holder. Ozzy! Ozzy! I used to have a Noddy Holder. Yeah, Big Ears one as well. They've got a Christmas song out. There you go. Hello Magazine apologised to George Clooney for publishing a fake interview. They didn't even interview him. It's like an interview that never took place. It's like when I was on the front of the Daily Star. All of a sudden I was on the front of the Daily Star, like a month ago or something, to do with David Walliams, just because I tweeted something. I mean, I'm not George Clooney though. I still live in a council gaff, do you know what I mean? And struggling. But you know, like they made it up about George Clooney. That's just mad. Dominic Raab was in a bullying row. What a surprise. I remember a Tory being in a bullying row. A Tory being a bully? What? I thought that was a prerequisite to be a sociopath and a narcissist, isn't it? Oh, sorry, I'm not saying they all are. No, I do miss Priti Patel because I miss doing impressions of her. Yeah, and I think Theresa May, a lot of impressionists miss her as well. And Boris, because he's quite funny, wasn't he? But, you know, politics, like I said, is a grey area, like my pubes. They're not grey yet, thank God. Yeah, so we didn't hear anything else about that. I do remember Dominic Raab saying a couple of years ago, and that rang alarm bells. He said something really misogynistic, and I thought, don't like him. Matt Goss, he said Poland syndrome destroyed his confidence. I mean, like, I quite like the Polish. They're all right, aren't they? They're a nice race of people. Yeah. Oh no, Poland syndrome. Yeah, it affects your body, your sort of like your balance. Do you know what? I never even noticed Matt Goss. I think Matt Goss is one of the most beautiful men in the world. Are we allowed to say that now? Like I said something about Adam Zindani from Stereophonics. I thought he was absolutely gorgeous. And now I'm scared that people think I'm some kind of like weird creep that goes around going like that to their balls. I don't, right? I ain't a weirdo. I just see a nice looking man and I think, he's nice looking, like the old days. I think Matt Goss, and I think he's beautiful. I think he's absolutely a lovely guy as well. I think he's peaceful. He's a peaceful man. He's someone I'd like to be with. Like, he's harmonious, isn't he? He's just a lovely man. And I felt really sad when it said it destroyed his confidence, because he's amazing and it shouldn't destroy his confidence. He's just talented. Anyway, I'm going on and on and on. But yeah, that made me sad, because I think he's a lovely man and he don't deserve to have his confidence destroyed. And you know what? I still think he's proper hot. Yeah. We've all got things we don't like about ourselves, haven't we? We've all got bits we don't like. I don't like this bit. Like that, it's a bit fat. I'm a bit curvy, ain't I? Do you know what I mean? I don't like it. Because curvy people, they're like fat. I'm not. I'm a size 10. Anyway, I hope it doesn't affect him too much. What we got on telly? BBC One. Daisy Solomon's car for Christmas. Oh my God, me and Joe. We're having such a good Christmas this year. I watched that and I liked Stacey Solomon and I thought it was quite good. I thought the Strictly final was fantastic. I was like, hang on a minute. They said something about Gorka in his Gorka. They said something. Do you know what? Gorka Martinez is one of my... Giovanni and Gorka are my two favourite. Obviously, because I'm a small woman, right? I'm like 5 foot, right? So, you know, if I was thinking, oh, if I ever would had the privilege of dancing with a man on Strictly, it would be Gorka or Giovanni, because they're like short. They're probably about 5'5", 5'6", perfect height for someone like me. But I was sad with Gorka. He's got a nice bum, isn't he? Are we allowed to say that now? Very strong bum. Do you know what? Your gluteus maximus, right? That's not a character out of Gladiator, by the way. Your gluteus maximus is the strongest muscle in your body, the biggest muscle. And they say that if you've got... Now, I have. Oh, I can't do it. I'm going to... No, because I don't want to sexualise myself. If you've got quite a strong arse, my mate Joe will tell you I've got a strong arse, because in Edinburgh this year, we went for about 2 days, right? Because I did a show there, and we had this room that we could see not St Michael's Mount, what's it called? Arthur's Seat, right? And she went, wow, what a lovely view. My arse was hanging out because I just got out the shower. And I said, it is, isn't it? So yeah, I've got quite a pert bum, and apparently your bum is your power. Gorka Martinez is a powerful man. Please don't let it affect you, Gorka. One day you're going to meet someone, right? And you're going to dance with them and you're going to win. I'd love it to be me. I'd love to do Strictly. Just putting that out there. You can dream, can't you? It's Christmas. Go on, have a bit of Baileys from your shoe. Right. Joe Lycett accused David Williams of sports washing. Do you know what? I love these new sayings that come up. Sports washing. What's like that? When you get your geezer's kit and have to put it in the bath and get the mud out. No, it's a term used for people who appear nicer than what they really are. So, yeah, he said that about David Williams' children's books. His sports washing. It's true. Can't argue with that. I do like Joe Lycett. Jeremy Clarkson said this about Meghan Markle. I think this is awful, by the way. I feel sorry for Prince Harry. He's dubbed a glove puppet controlled by his wife. I don't think so. That's what I think to that. I think Harry likes it. I mean, she's stunning, isn't she? She's and she seems like a lovely woman. I really think Prince Harry is assertive enough to get out of a relationship if he wants to get out of a relationship. I don't think Prince Harry is the kind of guy that would stay with someone he doesn't like. You've got the wrong idea. And that says more about Jeremy Clarkson than Meghan and Harry. Jeremy Clarkson is one of those old school misogynists, like down the pub, you know, all those blokes down there. Yeah, he's like one of them, isn't he? He says more. I don't see how he can. Oh no, that was mine. That's what I wrote. Ah, I said he's jealous. I think Clarkson's jealous as well. He then said, "At night I can't sleep as I lie there grinding my teeth." That's bruxism, mate. You can get stuff for that. And dreaming of the day Meghan is paraded through the streets whilst the crowds chant shame and throw lumps of excrement at her. Again, it says more about Jeremy Clarkson than anybody else in this whole scenario. Like, actually, I think it's stoning. They throw stones at women, don't they, in some countries? Let's not go there. But this is just, I mean, what goes on in his mind? So he actually lies in bed. I lie in bed thinking, oh my God, I really don't want to go Asda tomorrow. I don't drive, I've got to walk up there. I've got to get the stuff. And how am I going to pay for this? How am I going to pay for that? What about these new laws on this council tenancy? I don't know what to do. I lay in bed like that and I don't sleep and I make myself ill. I don't lay in bed thinking about, fantasising about Meghan Markle getting poo thrown at her. This geezer needs some psychological assessment, do you know what I mean? Jeremy Clarkson, what? Right, yeah, so I found that quite upsetting. And also, I think the Sun actually processing, like publishing that, is even worse. What's that say about the Sun? Haven't you got an editor that you get someone to overlook things? And also, you appeal to lots of people, so you need to cast people who are like women, men, different races, different religions, from all walks of life, to overlook what the hell someone writes in the Sun. Because it's wrong and it's offensive. Do you know what? Like, I can't stand some of that. And oh no, that was what he said. He said, everyone my age thinks like that. Well, I'm in my 40s and not everybody my age thinks like me. I still laugh at farts. And I like really crazy things and bohemian things, right? You know, like, I know not everyone's like me. I don't go round saying every woman my age thinks like me, because I know that they don't. So the fact he thinks everyone his age thinks like him, that, his psychology, it's like, hang on a minute, what's going on in your mind, mate? We're not all the same. And I just think that's sad. But do you know what? He is right, because there's a lot of like men in their 60s and 70s, even 80s, who are still really misogynistic and they don't like successful, good-looking women. I'll just leave that there. Right. Yeah, I've gone a bit mad on that one. Yeah, I just found that. Yeah, I didn't like it at all. I mean, I don't watch Top Gear again anyway, because I don't drive. But I hated it when he did Top Gear. I'm glad Freddie Flintoff's on there now. He's a nice bloke, he is. Right, let's sum up this year. Let's do that, because we're running out of time. Partygate. Let's sum up. Sorry, not run up. Sum up 2022. I mean, Partygate. It's been the year of reveal, hasn't it? Yeah, like Partygate. What the hell was that about? People getting fined, people told to grass their neighbours up, right? Whilst the government were partying. What? Yeah, I did a bit in my Edinburgh, in my Fringe show this year about that. It's unbelievable. We had 3 governments this year. 3 governments. 2 were unelected, right? So the first one, they elected Boris in. Liz Truss, sorry. Can't trust any of them. Liz Truss lasted longer than some of my exes. And now we got Rishi Sunak. My mum calls him Richie Sunak. Westernise those Asian names, mum. Go on. Yeah, Richie. He's quite rich. In fact, he's probably too rich to tell people like me what to do. Yeah, we need a massive change. 3 governments in a year. Are you like, it's just laughable now. The heat wave. Do you remember the heat wave? I love a heat wave because I love the heat. I can take a lot of heat. I'm very hot-blooded and I love it. And everyone went crazy about that heat, didn't they? Now, in Essex, in Arlo, we had 6 inches. Well, that's what he told me. It's probably a lot more than that. 6 inches of, or less than that. I can't do maths. I can't do measurements. Yeah, we had loads of snow. Loads. Just say loads. I'll be your maths teacher. Loads of snow like that. Hang on, what's this? 6 inches. Some bloke told me that was 6 inches, so I don't know. Anyway, so we had loads of snow, and now we had rain yesterday, so that's going to melt and go in the reservoirs. That has got to be a French word, isn't it? So yeah, it's going in the reservoirs. I can't even say it. It's like saying, I can't say aluminium. Millennium, yeah. So surely there's going to be enough water for next year. The water in Mallorca don't taste like what it oughta. I mean, come on. That heat wave didn't even go on for that long and everyone went crazy about it. The Queen passed away. That was sad. I must admit, that was sad. It was inevitable though, wasn't it? We knew it was coming. It was sad. And then old Prince Charles took over. And everyone did their impressions, didn't they? Such an easy impression to do. Is it's like Maggie Thatcher. Everybody used to be able to do Maggie, didn't they? And like everyone could do Charles. I'm Prince Charles. I'm all ears. Yeah, I think... yeah, anyway, I won't tell you what I think. June Brown passed away. June Brown passed away. I mean, no, what I was going to say is I think William might be king soon. Do you know what? That would be quite good, wouldn't it? I'm just saying, I will tell you what I think. I think Charles maybe doesn't want that crown. He is getting on, isn't he? Like, he's retired. I think William would be great. Just saying. Because he's young and he's young, he's got energy. June Brown passed away. Oh, we thought June Brown was going to go on forever. I loved her, and I loved doing impressions of her. Oh, I say me my granddaughter, oh, I say, and I sound like Kenneth Williams doing that, I know, but what an actress, very inspirational. Got her first role in EastEnders in her 50s. That's, oh God, like I'd love to be in EastEnders, and I'm knocking on 50 now, so yeah, that would be amazing if I went in as like this old bird. Yeah, a lot of celebrities passed away this year. It's horrible, horrible, horrible year. I think the worst one for me was June Brown, but it was Taylor Hawkins, man. Like, that was shocking. Absolutely shocking. And I loved Taylor Hawkins. I fancied him as well, like for years. And yeah, I'm glad I see him play live though. I've got that memory. Sad. Harvey Weinstein finally getting nicked for what he did. Probably to more women that have even come forward. It's just going to go on and on and on, that, innit? They get away with it if you let them. But women are speaking up now, aren't we? Simon Cowell's face changed again. You only get the face you deserve. There's a lot of candles this year. Don't stand near a candle, mate. Yeah, let's just have a look at Simon Cowell's ever-changing face. Yeah. I can't wait to look like that. He's now a spitting image puppet of himself. Fantastic. Yeah, David Williams might got hacked on Britain's Got Talent. Yeah, you can't do anything now. Like, you know, you will get found out. With everything's recorded now, isn't it? Like, even your own thoughts. You never know what Bill Gates is up to. You really don't. Right, so that's it. I just want to say thanks for listening to my celeb news. I've only been doing them a couple of weeks, so I will continue to do these because I enjoy them. And I just want to say I've seen a lot of comedy this year and done a few comedy gigs myself. The best one was supporting Ninia Benjamin. She's amazing. I loved her. And yeah, I hope to do more stand-up comedy next year. I've got a sitcom pilot that I've filmed, and I may be having some private, I sound like pricey, I'm the pricey, private, I do sound like a bit like Katie Price sometimes, the pricey. I'm going to do some private screenings for that next year, and then some stand-up in the show. Just putting that out there. Don't put it in your diary, Shed, I don't know. Oh my God. And I just want to say, I saw some really funny comedians this year, really funny. I think Trevor Bickles was well funny. If you go and see him, he supported us in our food bank show that we did down Burnt Mill Social Club, because Arlo Town needs money for food bank. That's the world we live in now. I support the nurses. I think, I mean, it's sad, isn't it? A nurse and P nurse has to go and, you know, strike. It is sad. But they do an amazing job, and they deserve more money. And what saddens me is that the government could sort this out and give them a couple of % pay rise, and they're not. And that's anyway, it boils my beans, it really does. Anyway, I just want to say the comedy thing. I saw a lot of really funny comedians this year. John Mann as well. He does a great night in Harlow. He's funny. And was it Sol Bernstein I saw? I think that's his name. He's hilarious. Really out of order. Really near the mark. That's what comedy should be though, really, shouldn't it? And we shouldn't lose that. It was nice to see Ben Elton back on Channel 4 doing what he's best at. And there were some great comedians on there. But yeah, I'm just going to leave you with the most funniest thing this year. Now, it really did tickle me, this. And I think, I'm just going to say to you, if you're feeling like not good enough, I get that, I get imposter syndrome, you do as a working class person, then I want you to have the confidence of this woman coming up. I think she's amazing, right? I think she should come to our open mic nights, the music nights. Yeah, in Arlo, there's a few going. I think the Rock School one she should come to. And maybe down the Herald, although there's some really old misogynistic blokes down there. So, yeah, the old ones, the older ones. Not the younger ones, not the ones in their 50s. Yeah. Or their 60s. I think they're in their 70s or end of... Anyway, you know the ones, right? Yeah, they're probably just gossip about her as well. Anyway, I think she's amazing. She probably wouldn't let it bother her because this woman has so much confidence. I want you to have the confidence of this woman for 2023. I really, really want you to harness that confidence if you haven't got it, because this woman is the funniest woman, the funniest person I've seen this year. And I've seen a lot of comedy. Anyway, Merry Krishna, lots of love. Bye. Have the confidence of this woman. I remember when I lost my mind. Yeah. I remember when I lost my mind. Yeah. I remember when I lost my mind. Yeah. I remember when I lost my mind.
when, I remember when I lost my mind. Yeah. Alright. I remember when I lost my